Happy Friday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber, and we've seen some showers and some storms today, a good deal of lightning with the rain that's moved through across our neighborhoods. But on the flip side of that, when they leave, we are left with a bunch of heat. So how will that factor into your weekend forecast? I've got that answer.
I'm Jacob Daniels, and I told you upgrades were coming to Flower Bluff. Now it's time for an update. Stick around to see the progress and how the impact affects you.
Thank you for joining us on KRIS 6 News. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. Here's what we have been following across the coastal bend.
The skies may look clear right now, but some West Side neighbors say they know exactly what will happen to their neighborhood when the rain comes down. I'm Jada Jenkins on the West Side talking to homeowners who say their street quickly floods when it comes to rain, causing an issue for students and people who live nearby. Take a look at this. Neighbors walking through knee-deep water right here on Bluebonnet Drive on Corpus Christi's West Side. These photos were sent to KRIS 6 by viewer Mel Hernandez, who says this happens every time heavy rain moves through. She says she's called 311 several times about the drainage problems, and she even started a petition asking the city for a solution. So I went to Bluebonnet Drive to see the problem for myself, and neighbors tell me this isn't a new issue.
We've called the city many times.
Catherine Trevino has lived on this street for 26 years, and she says there are only 2 drains on this entire block. And when heavy rain hits, the water has nowhere to go.
About to have to come outside to try to rescue a little chihuahua I saw swimming down the street.
And with Driscoll Middle School nearby, Catherine says she's also worried about the kids in the waters.
There's been kids like right up in front of my dining room window on canoes. You know, I'm sure they're having fun, but we're not quite having that much fun.
And with neighbors nervous about upcoming rain, I went straight to the experts. Hey, Chris, I'm sorry to bother you, but the West Side is really freaking out about this rain that's coming. Can you help break that down for them?
Yeah, sure. Let's take it outside. I'll help you guys break it down. Let's go. Recently, we've had quite a few scattered showers and storms here in the coastal band, and when it rains here, it pours, and in just a short amount of time, we can get puddling just like this, and some neighborhoods like the West Side can't deal with a lot of water in just a short amount of time.
And Catherine says every time she sees KRIS 6 News report on weather,
Really do get worried because, like I said, this area floods.
and with more rain expected to come in, neighbors say they'll be watching closely to see if their street floods again. And KRIS 6 News actually tagged the city of Corpus Christi on Facebook about a month ago about the concerns of Bluebonnet Drive, but we haven't heard back yet. On the West Side, I'm Jada Jenkins, KRIS 6 News.
Flood relief in the form of a multi-million-dollar grant could be coming to some West Side residents. On Tuesday, the Corpus Christi City Council is scheduled to vote on a resolution that would authorize the submittal of a grant application to the Texas Department of Emergency Management. The grant is for $6.6 million and would be for the La Voya Creek project. The project would help reduce chronic flooding that has plagued neighborhoods near La Voya Creek. Those neighborhoods include Los Encinos, Las Colonias, and the Molina neighborhood. La Voya Creek's flooding history goes back years. According to city records, there has been notable flooding in that area in 2010, 2015, 2016, and 2018. Part of the La Voya Creek flood prevention project includes the construction of a detention pond and improvements to culverts in that area.
I'm Stephanie Molina in Odom, where the state is taking action involving the city's wastewater plant, the same facility we first reported concerns nearly 3 years ago. TCEQ is proposing a 6-figure penalty for several violations. I'll break down what we found and what city leaders had to say.
All the waste from the community works its way down into this system here.
Back in 2023, 6 Investigates obtained a memo showing city leaders acknowledging wastewater problems, while directing a contractor not to hire anyone who might report those problems to the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality.
When TCEQ was here, there were some pumps that were not working. Right now, we still have some pumps that are out, and that's why we've had to rent these portable pumps.
The 2023 inspection led to a proposed agreed order assessing a $162,650 administrative penalty for 18 alleged violations at the city's wastewater treatment plant. The city requested a plan to give it more time to address the violations. But Mayor David Maldonado says the request cannot move forward until a separate compliance plan from 2019 is closed out. He says working to fix the system has been frustrating.
So here we are, years later, And we're looking back and going, well, this was supposed to be fixed already. So why are we still working on it?
During a tour of the facility, Maldonado showed me some of the equipment cited in TCEQ's 2023 inspection.
This is a system that was out and chemicals were being used without approval from TCEQ.
According to TCEQ, the 2023 inspection found E. coli levels in discharged water were more than 6 times the legal limit. Inspectors also documented sewage, including grease balls and floating sludge, in a nearby receiving stream, along with several other violations. I reached out to former mayor and current city council member Virginia Garza for comment. Garza signed the 2023 memo directing a contractor not to hire anyone who might report sewer issues to state regulators. As of this report, I have not received a response. The proposed order has not been finalized. The city says it is continuing to work with TCEQ to address the violations.
It needs to be a priority because we have no replacement for this system. If this system malfunctions at any point, we have no alternative.
Mayor David Maldonado says the city is focused on fixing the system, but acknowledges more work remains before the plant is fully operating as it should. In Odom, I'm Stephanie Molina for 6 Investigates.
Hey there, I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. We've been tracking a round of rain on the radar loop here with much more off into the Gulf. Once it starts to get closer to land, though, there's some work happening against this rainfall and it's starting to taper off. So we won't rule out any showers through the early evening time frame, but it's not going to be a washout. Things are generally pretty dry. This is just moisture getting pushed right into the Texas Gulf Coast because of the big weather picture, but there are a lot of cooks in the kitchen with this forecast. So narrowing down the exact timing for some of that rain is the toughest challenge because at different levels of the atmosphere, we have things that are pro-rain and against rain. So here's how your weekend will transition from this kind of pattern. We'll see the scattered showers and storms that we've seen today continue into tomorrow, and those will bring some heavy downpours at times, but they should not be severe. The lightning, however, will put on a show because of some of that Saharan dust that's out there, so please be careful. We'll watch those rain chances weekend as we head into Sunday, but they'll be back next week. I'll tell you more about it ahead.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jacob Daniels, and over 10,000 votes were cast to upgrade and alter Flower Bluff ISD. Now I'm getting an exclusive tour to check in on the progress just in time for the first day. The district is busy with a phase of the $193 million summer makeover. Crews have already repaved the tennis courts and they're installing new lights at the stadium. The Early Childhood Center is getting a new parking lot to help with traffic, and several campuses are getting fresh paint and new floors. But the biggest transformation is happening at the junior high.
Major project we got going on is the junior high mechanical, electrical, and plumbing renovation. Basically, we took out all of the ceiling grids, we took out all of the AC units in each of the classrooms. We took out all the ductwork, the chilled water piping, and it's all brand new.
Graff says all these improvements are on track to be ready for the first day of school on August 12th.
Hazmat crews are trying to identify a mystery chemical that sent 9 first responders to the hospital. The exposure happened this morning at a Quality Inn in Alice. Officers and medics became dizzy while treating an unresponsive woman.
So they were all admitted into the hospital for evaluation. And again, that's something that we were concerned about. Naturally, there are officers, there are EMT, there are firefighters. There was a total of 9.
2 police officers have already been released from the hospital. The other first responders and the woman remain in stable condition. Christie Spawn Alice locked down its emergency room for an hour and a half as a precaution. Hospital officials say the ER is now fully open and reoperating again.
You may have noticed gas prices are going up again. The national average for a gallon of regular unleaded went up 5 cents overnight. Here in Corpus Christi, we've seen an increase of 4 cents a gallon since yesterday. In the past week, prices at the pumps have jumped by 24 cents a gallon. Gas prices are climbing because of uncertainty over the ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran. Crude oil prices are currently in the $70 a barrel range, but rising tensions in the Persian Gulf could send those prices up higher.
We're watching Chris 6, a part of the Scripps News Group.
An iconic piece of downtown Corpus Christi is going away. We're talking about downtown's iconic parking meters. The city has begun removing all parking meters and expects to be done by the end of the month. Over 800 meters are being removed. In late June, the city council voted to eliminate 7 positions from parking enforcement. The removal of the parking meters was part of that change. Now, the city's code compliance will be taking over parking enforcement.
There was a terrifying moment in the skies over Europe. A passenger was nearly sucked out of an airplane when a window was dislodged after takeoff. Witnesses say the man was hanging out the windows up to his shoulders, and fellow passengers pulled him inside to prevent him from flying out. The man had fainted and was injured and bleeding, but obviously the Ryanair flight that was headed from Greece to Germany was forced to turn around. Ryanair says the plane landed safely back in Greece and the passenger received medical treatment. Greek aviation authorities are now investigating what caused the mid-air emergency. President Donald Trump removed 3 members of the Bipartisan Election Assistance Commission just months before the 2026 midterms. The move follows a Supreme Court ruling expanding presidential authority over independent federal agencies. Supporters say the president has the power to reshape commissions within the executive branch. Critics argue the firings could undermine confidence in election oversight and weaken the independence of agencies that are meant to operate outside political pressure. And time is running out for some taxpayers to get their shot at a possible IRS refund. A federal court ruled some tax filing and payment deadlines may have been suspended during the COVID-19 emergency. So today is the deadline to file a claim to get those fees refunded. The government is appealing the court's decision, but if the ruling stands, some taxpayers who paid late penalties or interest between 2020 and 2023 could receive a refund. But tax experts warn missing the deadline today could mean losing out on that opportunity for good.
Hey everybody, I'm Drew Bishop at Yo Philly in Portland, where cheesesteaks and Pokemon cards are coming together to benefit local veterans.
Carmelo, number 2.
When Nick Catalano opened Yo Philly 10 years ago, he felt the love from the Coastal Bend.
When we moved here, the way the school and the teams and the parents took us in, it was a blessing. Like, I couldn't have been any happier moving to this town.
And that's why he always looks for new ways to give back to the community that welcomed him in. Now, Catalano is lining his shop with Pokemon cards and using the proceeds to help more people.
If I could buy something for $50 and then we can raffle it off and make $200, well, that's another $150 we could give back to our local vets.
And even though he's a lifelong Eagles fan, Catalano is sacrificing his fandom, collecting Dallas Cowboys cards to raise more money.
It's for a good cause. When I was holding the cards, I had rubber gloves on. It's a tough thing to see in my shop.
Yo Philly will be hosting a raffle event and card swap every month, starting on Saturday, with all proceeds benefiting the Gregory Portland High School art program and the local VFW.
Every month, we're going to add in 2 or 3 different groups. The vets are always going to be every month. That's a given.
I met with Chico Hinojosa, who leads the charge for the VFW.
We've already collaborated on a couple of fundraisers. They've contributed so much already in our short 2 years.
Hinojosa says the money raised will go towards finishing the VFW's food truck so they can begin making money for themselves, bring proof of revenue to the bank, and then look to buy their own space for veterans to meet.
Sometimes for a veteran, just having a conversation is therapeutic.
Catalano says he'll do anything to help veterans and the community that welcomed him so warmly. That helping spirit was instilled in him at a young age.
I'm the way I am with giving is because of my father.
And now he's passing that on to his son, Carmelo, through the family business.
Like my dad said, help the community, just to give back. I'm really proud of my dad.
The card swap and raffle at Yo Philly in Portland begins Saturday at 6 p.m. Reporting for Chris 6 News, I'm Drew Bishop.
Hey there, happy Friday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. Let's walk through your forecast as we transition from the tail end of the work week into the weekend, because I'm sure you've got some plans to have some good times out there for Saturday and Sunday, and we're going to have to plan around some rainfall. More importantly than that, no one's made of sugar. There's plenty of water in the air, which is a big part of the forecast, but some of that Saharan dust, I think, is enhancing that lightning, and that's what we need to watch out for. That's the dangerous part of a thunderstorm right the lightning. So please make sure that whatever happens this weekend, when thunder roars, we go indoors. It's more of a concern for Saturday than anything. But we'll start off with what makes the rain. All the water in the air. Plenty of moisture shown here with these darker shades of green on our moisture tracker. That is going to be very abundant throughout tonight and into Saturday. This does taper back to some of those lighter greens on Sunday, but make no mistake, while the rain chances are going down a bit on Sunday, it is still going to be very, very humid. Lots of water in the air. We're just not going to get to wring it out. So it's going to feel hot and humid. Please make sure that you are staying cool. But let's talk about those rain chances heading into your Saturday. That timeline is going to peak as we move to the late morning, early afternoon time frame. Another round of those showers moving in, kind of like we've seen each of the past couple of afternoons, cooking up on the sea breeze in the heat of the day. So going through the rest of tonight, temperatures falling into the 80s. For the most part, it's dry, but if you stay up too late, we may see some showers around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, especially for the coastal neighborhoods or far inland reaches of the brush country. And then heading into your Saturday morning, we'll be watching for rain that approaches the coast again. And then this kind of has a bit of a fight as it nears the actual land of the coastal bend. And some of those showers and storms start to fall apart. That's why they're more scattered in nature, but make no mistake, when they do happen, they are going to offer a good bit of rain. Temperatures still make it to the 90s for a lot of neighborhoods into your Saturday, and then things dial back a bit. We'll be watching these rain chances mostly on Saturday. Things dial back for Sunday and Monday, but it looks like we've got a wet weather pattern setting up for the middle of next week. I'll give you a look at that 7-day forecast ahead.
You have a chance to get rid of unwanted junk this weekend. The city is hosting its next litter critter cleanup event Saturday. It runs from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon at Flower Bluff High School. You can drop off heavy brush, bulky items, household trash, and up to 4 tires. Now, you must be ready to unload your own items. Organizers are also bringing back cardboard recycling. Just make sure your boxes are clean, empty, and flattened. Hazardous waste and concrete will not be accepted. To the public today at the shops at La Palmera. People started lining up at 4 in the morning to get their hands on the sweet treats. Now by 8 a.m., lines of customers wrapped around the building. Some fans say they are thrilled to finally have a location close to home.
Well, I've been a fan since like 2022, so I've been having to drive to San Antonio or the Valley or just somewhere far, and it's just like amazing to have Crumble in Corpus now.
Customers walked away with boxes full of treats like s'mores, Twix, and pink sugar cookies. Many in line say they already plan to come back for more.
All right, I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber with one more look at your 7-day forecast, starting off with this evening. And that dog walking forecast brought to you by our friends over at Lion of Utah. Today's star, you may have seen him this morning. This is Peaches. Do you see the dog in this photo? It took me a minute, but I wear glasses for a reason. This is Peaches right here. I thought he was a coffee table, but that's over to the left. Either way, a big incognito puppy needs to go for a walk. That gets kind of tough, especially for the fluffy pups like Peaches when we have this humidity out there. So as temperatures make their way down through the 80s heading into this evening, just know it is humid. It is going to be feeling like the 90s for a lot of neighborhoods, and as that breeze starts to calm during the evening time frame, may not offer much relief. So when we don't have the rain in the forecast, rest assured, we're going to have a lot of humidity to make it feel very much like a South Texas summer. You should plan accordingly and learn from my mistakes. If you're going to spend time outdoors, remember to use that SPF 30 or better. Even on cloudy days, the UV rays can get you. Here's a look at the next 7 days.
That's all the time we have for now. Thank you so much for watching KRIS 6 News. Have a great one.